That's on brand.
All right, well, Jim, tell me what happened last time.
Well, we were at the camp, and then we left the camp.
That was the time before last.
Fuck.
No, that's right.
Oh, and then we went. Okay, so we came back to camp, and then we left the camp. Oh. That sounded like Yoshi. We followed the tracks, almost lost the tracks, found the tracks again. Had a weather aura around us so that we didn't get rained on, even though everything else was getting rained on. Found an encampment of where the plague started. Looted it thoroughly. Found the poop tent. Went over to the well and rappelled down the well most of the way. And we are in catacombs.
Do you want to add anything to that? There's anything in dialogue or you guys did talk about what you wanted to do.
Lithius dropped a map, and we got a glimpse of it, but we didn't quite see what it was. I think it's the one we're looking at now.
Yes. Well, something similar.
It's got all my secrets on it.
This one doesn't.
Mama's cooking recipes.
Doesn't have secrets.
Xerix is still in anime awe of Lithius.
Wasn't there like some dudes we killed?
I don't think combat happened last time.
Nope.
Nope. You guys investigated the camp. You found some important information, I feel.
Maybe I'm confusing it with the other game.
It was like a bunch of tents, but it was someone's summer home or something like that.
Yeah, the family of the portmaster guy.
Yes. Can we call him Zomboy?
He's dead.
That means we can call him whatever we want.
I mean, yeah, zombies were dead to begin with, and then
He can't complain.
I mean, you could call his son that, maybe.
It was a very large drop at the bottom of the well.
Yeah, we needed lots of rope.
Do you feel like that's enough, or should we have more?
No, I feel like that's enough. Yeah. Okay. Let's just go. All right. Well, let's bring you back to your fun time, happy place. We're in a pile of corpses. Smells awful. I need everyone to roll madness. Just a refresher on madness. This is short-term madness. I need everyone to roll a D100.
Woo!
Okay. 80, Geldloth. Your madness is the character experiences an overpowering urge to eat something strange, such as dirt, slime, or offal?
Awful? Shit?
Offal.
Trash.
OFFAL.
Yeah, awful.
Ew. I'm gonna eat shit.
What's it like, gross, disgusting garbage or something like that?
okay. I mean, there's plenty of bones. Is a bone of an unknown origin good enough?
Yeah.
Girls don't do that.
See you just picking up a bone and just like, these can't be real. You have the urge. You
It's
don't
candy.
actually have to do it. You
It's
just...
not. I was using it as a toothpick.
It's more like eating Tide Pods. Like, you know you shouldn't, but there's a part of you that's like, what would it be like if I put that in my mouth? Would it be like a giant gusher and how it pops?
I'm a toddler.
Forbidden snacks.
Yeah. Okay, that's yours. Lithius, this is your first experience with madness. You got the character does whatever anyone tells him or her to do that isn't obviously self-destructive.
Wow, these bones are pretty good. You should try one.
Okay.
Defenestrate. No, wait, there are no windows around here. Never mind.
Just to your soul.
All right, Xerix.
Let's see here.
There, you got 99. Amazing. The character falls unconscious.
That's helpful.
Xerix just in this mass amount of bones and rot and decay and smells of like just, let alone it's a cave that is damp and has that weird cave smell. It's also got these rotting body smells.
On top of the fact that his friends just started without question picking them up and starting
Yeah.
to eat the bodies.
Yeah.
That'll do it.
That would do it.
And finally, Ayre.
He was down here first, but he only just realized he was going mad, and so he decided to take a nap.
He's
Or
like, I need to lay down.
Or it could be that you have dark vision, but it's only grayscale, and then when we brought the torch down, you could see everything in color.
It was like the Wizard of Oz, only with a shit ton of bodies and bones.
And Ayra, with your 72, you got a similar one to. It's supposed to be 71, not 1, but similar one to Lithius. Like, you're just gonna do whatever anyone tells you to.
Sweet. It's a good thing I'm the captain.
Oh, I should probably have Colossus roll too, huh? 59. Why? Well. That's interesting. Okay. All right. What do you guys just want to hang out in this fun pile of bones? It is quite difficult to walk in, as there's sharp, broken bones protruding out. But you are pretty high up from the ground.
How long does Xerix last in this unconscious state?
Ooh, so a lesser restoration would bring him back up. Let's see here.
About tree fitting.
Until then, no sooner.
Okay, a character afflicted with short-term madness is subjected to an effect from the short-term madness table. Yeah, so a lesser restoration would work for you, or a short rest if you wanted to do a short rest. Just hang out in this pile of bodies for an hour. Just good nap spot.
Xerix is doing his short rest right now, unless somebody disturbs him.
If anyone wants to pick him up, but you all notice Xerix falls unconscious.
Would I know that is something that I can cast on him that would be helpful?
Yeah, I would say you would know that. Like, you can tell, like, people just don't pass out normally unless there's, like, a sleep spell. But the way he had passed out was almost, like, just in shock. Like, very... and fell.
Hand over the forehead. Oh, my stars!
Yes, he's definitely clutching his pearls.
I will cast Lesser Restoration on him then.
With that, Xerix,
I'll
you
just be
get
like,
back up. You
get
don't
up. We
feel
need
good.
to find what the problem is and get out of here.
I seem to have caught the vapors.
They are fairly strong.
What am I talking about? That sounds stupid. What's going on?
We are trying to figure out why the water drawn from this well, supposed well, made the boy and the portmaster sick.
Uh, just a theory. Maybe it's all the bodies in the water?
That's too obvious.
Well, I kind of find it hard to believe that they managed to lower a bucket this fucking far to pick up some water.
They must have got something from the well, or they wouldn't have got sick.
Well, very recently, someone had come down here. We saw some blood marks leading to the edge of the well. So it's possible that person is either down here or in this pile of bodies.
Can I, Oh, it's just something I can use. I'm going to use Divine Sense
Okay.
and see if I sense the location of any celestial, fiend, or undead within 60 feet of us. I guess that's not that helpful. Because if they were within 60 feet, we would be able to see them. But I guess it says within the same radius, you also detect the presence of any place or object that has been consecrated or desecrated. So I will go ahead and use it.
Okay.
Because why not?
Okay. So, as you use this ability, you like have a very brief moment of feeling like, okay, phew, I'm not sensing any undead. I'm not sensing any fiend or celestial or any creature of that type around. But that is quickly um, washed over by the overwhelming desecration of this area that you can feel. Like you can feel just a foul, like sticky presence. It feels as if there's oil in the air. Um and that's it gives you this just yucky like you feel like you need to take a bath. Uh
My paladin senses are a tingling.
there's definitely something afoot. Something foul has happened here. I mean, obviously the bodies, but you know.
Something awful. Ha 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 ha.
Hey, hey.
OFFAL.
Um, there's obviously some sort of desecration that has happened. Do I sense it from like the pile of bodies, or is it from like a direction?
Is there a range on where you sense it? Is it
It
still
says
within the 60 feet?
60 feet.
The desecration.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I mean, it's you get the sense that the bodies are probably one of the sources of this. But it's not just coming from the bodies. It's coming from like everywhere.
This whole place is foul.
It's a good thing we're here.
Stop the foulness. Um,
You said the wind was blowing. There was like wind in the well, and it was blowing up the well, right?
yeah, you can hear like the slight sound of wind. Just like the It's partially coming from up top, but it also, you can feel a slight breeze coming from this direction.
Well, clearly there's some other exit from this cave. Perhaps we should follow the direction of the breeze, see if we can find what's on the other side.
Is this a wall or is it an open doorway?
That is what looks like it used to be an open doorway, but just the infrastructure has crumbled and there's large pillars blocking that path.
Nowhere to go but down.
That is not reassuring.
Can
Alright, well,
I investigate the water, see if I can tell if there's, like, if it will hurt me on contact or if it has to be ingested?
Ooh. You're wanting to investigate it. I would say that you would need to do either a survival or a medicine. See if this is potable water. Seems good to you.
Okay. Xerix will start walking down. Um, I mean, the bodies aren't going anywhere, so like, we'll just, if we need to investigate them later, we'll come back. But he's just gonna start walking through the water, to the open area.
Colossus is gonna follow behind. She's like, "Oh, we should probably stick together."
Yes, that sounds like a good idea.
It can
I
also
will do
be
that
stealthy
as
if we need
instructed.
it. Xerix isn't walking around on the island bodies. He's just gonna walk through the water.
Is this ground?
Yes. So as you get out of the pile of bodies, you see that there is a fairly solid, slightly muddy, in some spots, mostly dry, in others, but a mud, riverbed, dried up riverbed, but almost dried up. That's probably a better phrase of it.
Mostly dry.
Yeah.
I try to stick to the drier parts. Are there like bodies or anything else this direction?
Not as many. You find a few corpses here and there, just bones. No fresh bodies like what was on top. Um, Mostly seems to be contained in the pile.
is the pile blocking the flow of the river?
I don't know. Is it?
I don't know. What is this gray? Is this like cloud fog things or
That's water.
okay? Yeah, I don't know. This is like so laggy.
It's a lot of bodies.
It's a slog.
I say they're not going anywhere, but we might leave and then they might despawn to save more memory on different parts of the
The area.
yeah, object permanence and all that.
You hear, like, off in the distance, a faint voice coming from the walls. Double kill, triple kill, quadruple kill, Kilimanjaro.
Killtacular.
extermination.
So do we see any or hear anything coming from the direction we're going to suspect that we are walking into a party or anyone's here? Should we? Xerix is going to be stealthy because that's what he does, but I don't know about the
Okay.
rest of the party.
Do you want to roll a stealth for me? Nice. Yeah. You definitely feel like once you're out of the bones are very noisy, but once you're out of there, you feel like you're able to be pretty quiet. You are just hearing normal cave sounds. Nothing, no birthday whispers, no sounds of balloons blowing up.
Damn, wrong kind of party.
Mm,
Well, since Xerix can't hear anything or see anything weird, he's going to keep going. Unless somebody tells him not to.
um, I want to use the gem of seeing. It lasts
Okay.
for 10 minutes. So as we walk, I'm just gonna be like stopping every once in a while to look through it, see if I see anything jumping out at me.
Remind me what the ring of seeing does
It gives
again.
me true sight.
Okay.
Let's see that next. For the next 10 minutes, you have true sight to 120 feet when you peer through the gem.
Okay. Cool. I will let you know if you see anything.
Sweet.
What is your? Are you guys just kind of straggling behind? Do you guys want to maintain a marching order or just? I mean, it's a big space right now.
I'm just kind of picking my way through, trying to stay out of the muddier spots.
I'm just following whoever has a torch.
Okay.
'Cause
Yeah,
I can't see. Who has a? Is it Colossus that has a torch?
I have my little fishy. Pull that out, and I will take an impromptu lead, but try not to reveal Xerix.
Wonderful. Well, you see more bodies of water up ahead. You're noticing some kind of crack marks in the ground. Mud, but it's like deeply cracked.
I heard you say you see more bodies, and then you said of water. I'm like, oh, thank God.
Does it look dry?
The water?
The cracked areas.
It seems both dry and moist. The areas around the bodies of water are dark from absorbing the moisture, but a lot of it seems very dry. Um, as you get closer, you can tell there is a large crystal formation that appears to be on some kind of humanoid made platform. The platform is shattered.
I look at the crystals through my gem.
Okay. Let's see. True sight reveals magic things, right? Like illusions and all that.
I don't know.
Google what the fuck true sight does.
True
It,
sight.
Gives me
it allows you to see
superpowers.
invisible creatures or invisible things and creatures that use shape shifting. You see their true form.
Well, it also was highlighting like certain of the cult things before, like the medallions that the priests were wearing.
Yeah, it detects
And
visual illusions. Cool. When you're using True Sight, you see in normal and magical darkness. You see invisible creatures and objects, and automatically detect visual illusions. These crystals are there. They're not an illusion. Yeah, I'll leave it at that. You're welcome to roll a nature for me.
Yes. Walk closer and investigate them without touching.
Sweet. You can tell that these crystals did not form here, nor are they of the same stone structure that you see in this cavern. These are huge. They are 10 feet tall, and the entire structure is, well, what is it? Good 20 feet wide. This is a lot of weight. You can't tell if the weight of these broke the stone cap underneath, but these were placed here. By what? Who knows? But these are not natural here. Neat. Also terrifying. They look like teeth.
they're, they're quartz. It's in Mexico.
Of course they are. So do we feel, or does Jim feel any effect from looking at them or being near them?
He wants to chomp them.
I think they're like your long lost cousins or something. I don't know. You're a gem dragon, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You feel some sort of kinship to them.
Can
Of what you're
I
not sure, but you like how they look.
use my paladin vibes again? Did these seem creepy?
Your paladin vibes? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I'll let you use your paladin vibes. Okay. Ayre, you reach out with your faith. You reach out and touch Faith. And you're like, tell me what are these crystals? They're weird. Can I take them? And you feel that these were touched by some sort of foul creature. You're guessing. Let's see. You can check for. You can detect fiends, celestials,
An undead.
undead. You're guessing it must have been placed by some kind of fiend, is what you're feeling. But maybe it was celestial? Which is very weird. Those two things have their own feelings. And yet you're sensing something divine, but mostly something foul.
I get a sense of divinity and desecration from these. Or, fiends. Perhaps they were corrupted at some point.
You should take one for science. See what happens. For science!
Is that commandish enough?
It was
Probably.
pretty commandish.
I said
I,
should.
He didn't say please. He just said you should take it.
For
If you want to go against his command, you can roll a wisdom, and you have to beat a DC of 15. Well, let's say 12.
hang on. I'm looking at my.
You've got that Ayre aura too.
That's true.
Which one is that? Oh, I'm immune to disease.
So you could drink the water and not be diseased, is what you're saying.
If it's a disease, that's the problem.
And then I can drink the water and see if it's poison, and then we can compare results.
Little taste test.
Just two regular science parties going on here, huh? Just doing some experiments.
The only way to know something for sure is to put it in your mouth.
Xerix will do the taste test.
That's why I don't believe in God, because he's not in my mouth.
I will.
So you can do the things Xerix asked you to do, or you can try and fight it by doing a wisdom roll. Wisdom save.
I guess you said I have to be what now?
12. Hey!
I
A
literally
12
have a
is your
plus
one.
11. I have a plus 11.
And crit fail makes us 15.
Well, that means I need to increase these DCs. You were guaranteed to win no matter what.
I was like, wait a minute, the DC is what? I don't need to actually try and figure out what I want to do? Okay.
Yeah, you're gonna go against that. Like you like even though Xerix is telling you, you're just like, no, like don't touch things that are shady. What if it's got like tetanus? This is like how people get tetanus.
Oh my god.
But tetanus is a disease, and she's immune to disease.
That's a good point. Your conscience is saying
can
don't
I
touch
commune
strange rocks.
with my god and see if there's any way to like cleanse them?
Yeah, so you're wanting to do a spell for that?
I don't know if there is this.
Well, would I
just want to like?
would I be able to assist in this? Would I know the inner workings of crystals?
Ooh. I don't know if you would. Would you just because you're a gem dragonborn, does that mean you like know you were born around rocks?
I don't know.
I will pull her holy symbol that's on the like a chain around her neck and just to like close her eyes and stand there.
Who's your
Trying
god?
to Eldath, apparently. Mother of the waters. The lake spirit, often worshipped as a goddess of peace and calm waters. Acts as a protector of copses, which are like groups of trees, and watersheds.
She's a goddess.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to say that this probably takes like 10 minutes to do, to hear something from your god. You're given a cue line of number 15.
Okay.
And just, do, 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 is playing in your head.
I black out the other sounds and just like meditate on the whole music.
The whole music is the meditation music. Nice. Okay, so you're gonna do that.
Why do I have a grapefruit-sized ball of dog fur?
Good question. I don't
In
know why the things you
parentheses,
guys
kindling.
have.
Why does anybody?
That's true.
You guys had some strange things. Didn't Geldloth have like a goblin?
Well, yeah, I did.
No,
I
did you
still
give?
do.
You still do. He's still just
Ah,
passed out in your bag.
yeah.
I keep my eyes closed, but I hold a symbol with one hand and reach into my bag and grab out a chunk of cheese and stuff it in my mouth.
Okay.
Because apparently I have cheese.
It's a little moldy. You just eat around
It's
the mold.
cheese.
Okay, so Geldloth,
Her eyes
what
are
was-
closed. She can't see it.
Geldloth, what was the history for? It was for stones.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not sure if it would be history or if it would be my religion. I'm not sure.
Worship rocks.
I don't know. Not really.
Okay. So you in your travels, you know a thing or two. You know that these aren't natural. Obviously, there's no crystal formations here. You know that these are really big. Um, you know that these are some kind of quartz. Just based off, the crystal structure and the clearness of them. You get the idea that these must have come from the mainland, because islands don't normally form these kinds of structures. Usually, these structures are found, um, more in mountainous.
So what you're
ranges.
saying is these are formed by pressure and not volcanic.
Yes. These are sedimentary? Yeah? I believe that's it.
Metamorphic.
Metamorphic.
Sedimentary would be like sandstone.
Yes, that's right.
Yep.
But yes, these are not volcanic. And I'm gonna say with that history roll, you've seen some really cool, crystal caverns, and you know that they can get pretty heavy. You're gonna guess that these are probably, it's gonna require like two of you to carry, but these are imported for sure. Um, Ira, your waiting music ends, and you hear your your goddess say like, "Hello, child. Thank you for calling the Eldath hotline. We're not able to take your call at this time due to unforeseen circumstances. Please leave a message or a prayer of divination to receive a blessing at the end of the beep. Have a blessed day. Beep."
Hello. This is Ira. We found some tainted crystals that we need to cleanse, and I just,
What? Hello?
need some advice about
Hello?
how
Can you
to
hear me?
cleanse these crystals.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello? Oh, okay. Hi, Ira. I haven't heard from you in a long time. So, how's it going?
I did kind of almost drown, so.
Oh, well, but you didn't. Like, you didn't die, so, there's that.
That's true.
When was the
But,
last time you tithed?
before we went on this journey. I
Ooh, yeah. Do you think you could send some blessings my way? Do you think you could like, spare a few coin next time you're at one of my temples? That'd be awesome.
sure.
Yes, awesome. Great. Wonderful. Okay, so you're obviously needing like some kind of advice or pep talk or something. What can I do for you?
We found these tainted crystals. We think they may have like, I don't know, killed some people or made them sick or turned them into uh undead things.
Gross.
So it would be really
Well,
great if you could help me figure out how to, make them clean again.
oh,
There's a little bit of a celestial vibe underneath all of this fiendness. So
oh, fiends. Fiends
yeah,
dealing with crystals? Of course they are. Jeez. Okay. Well, so can't really do much to help you, but uh, you know, if you get holy water, if there's water around you, and you're able to do a ceremony, you have one of those abilities, right? I think you do. I swore that you have that, where you can, essentially create holy water. That would that's always the best way to do purifications. Or come to my temple. You could bring them to my temple, and one of my
I
priestesses will take care of that.
they're a bit large, and I don't feel like it would be wise to touch them. But there's plenty of water here.
Well, but okay. Well, maybe if you can get enough water to submerge the crystals, then you could probably like purify them. But like, or you could get a boat if there's water, and then you could like, bring them to my temple or something.
Well, we're kind of underground, like a long ways down a
I
well.
see. Well, if there's
Yes,
water
down a well.
around you, uh, very good. She's just kind of like, I don't understand. Okay. Yeah. So if there's water around you, that means that there's a source of water. You have to break open the source of water, um, and then that would like help with the whole process. Um, well, that's about time. I wish you luck, and I'm looking forward to that tithing. Um, be sure to call back. We'd love to hear more from you. All right, bye. Beep,
Bye.
beep, beep. Just the sound of disconnect.
I tucks her holy symbol back into her shirt.
I guess there's a reason why Ira doesn't really talk to her god very much. Okay. With that, is anyone else wanting to do anything? Have a pool party? Try and, I don't know, maybe fireball these crystals. What do you want to do? Xerix, you see a pathway up ahead. There is an archway, but there are stairs leading up.
Yeah, Xerix was going to head north while Ayre was meditating, but I figured maybe there's something up there and I didn't want to distract the DM. So he'll
That's fair.
he'll start heading up now, uh, using his stealth and quietness just in case. Splitting from the party isn't best, but maybe he's quiet enough to not get in any immediate trouble. Otherwise, he'd probably just touch the crystals, which would probably be worse than whatever is happening.
Okay.
So he's gonna start heading north.
Okay. Um, Colossus is just kind of like water. You just kind of play in the water. Is anyone? Everyone should. Well, he's stealthed. Does anyone have a perception of 15 or higher?
Passive? Yes. 18.
Yes. Okay, then you would see Xerix kind of starting to head that way.
Yes, but my eyes were closed if
That's
he
right.
went while I was.
Everyone else saw Ayra's like mouth muttering. Like she wasn't actually, she was just kind of
Yeah, that's what my insight was on.
and her eyes like had rolled back, so you just saw the whites of her eyes. You couldn't make out what anything that she was saying, but she was obviously some kind of possessed.
She hummed some of the hold music.
Yeah, while she was meditating.
When I see him walking off, not to interrupt her, I'll say telepathically to Xerix to be careful.
You continuing forward, Xerix?
I will scream if I see anything. In my head. But yes, Xerix is heading north.
Okay. Stop. I need you to roll a perception check for me.
D1000.
My passive perception is 17, if that makes a difference, but I will roll a check anyway.
Does that work for hidden things?
Probably not.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you gotta be a 16. Well, that's unfortunate. As you walk through this archway, you hear a as you look, and you get to experience a column falling on top of you.
Christmas came early. Do you want to save?
Do you want to save?
Yeah, do you want to deck
like
save?
a DC save. Sorry, I was just like, do you want to save the game? You be sure to save.
Quick save.
Quick save, quick load.
Quick save. Yes, I need you to do a deck save. Yeah, you gotta beat a 13. Perfect. You only take half damage as rocks fall on top of you. You take 8 damage. Not bad. 8 bludgeoning damage as rocks fall on top of you. But you were able to dodge the big chunky ones that would have really hurt. And in order to get through the rest of this path, you have to crouch. That will slow your speed. It's kind of considered difficult terrain, and just when you're having to crouch, it's considered that melee attacks have disadvantage while crouching here. So it's kind of like you are at a disadvantage combat-wise if you were to get attacked.
Not foreshadowing at all. How long does Geldloth's telepathy last?
I don't know. How long does your telepathy last? Geldloth?
Yeah, sorry.
How long does your telepathy last?
Oh, it's just anyone within 30 feet. They
So
can't
for how-
talk back. They can't read. They can't talk
they
back.
can't talk back.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
One-way message.
Mm-hmm. But when you hear the rocks, I can't see farther than like here. I think because of dim light or whatever.
You essentially saw Xerix. You like told him, "Hey man, be careful," and you saw him walk into the darkness, and then like not a minute later, you heard.
Yeah. So then I would, I was gonna say that I would have one of the people with light come check. Like I would probably like run and like I guess jump from here to here. And be like, I need someone with light to come on.
Who has the light?
I do.
Yes, Lithius does. Colossus is gonna stay with Ira and help
Sorry.
with the stones. Um, everyone can see okay, right? In the map.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or I think at this point, honestly, like Geldloth would be so annoyed that he would just try to light his own torch.
Sure. You want your own light?
Yeah.
Okay, so a torch does 10 feet of bright light and another 10 of low light.
Yeah.
There. Can you see better?
I mean, I can. It's. I can see. So I'd yeah. So I'd get up to like. I can move. Yeah, this would be like my 30 feet, or my 30 feet would actually be here.
You're not in combat.
All right. I would run. I would run until I saw.
Xerix, did you keep moving as you're crawling through? It's just to here, because where this archway is how long you have to crawl for. So it's like 10.
Yeah, he'd keep moving.
Okay. Go ahead, Geldloth. Go ahead and roll a perception check for me.
Um.
Nice. You can tell that there is something weird about these columns here as you get closer.
Okay. Um. Let me see something. Yeah. Um. Yeah, I can't
Want
see him. I can't see him, so I can't talk to him anymore. But I would. Um. I guess I would kind of like whisper, yell. You okay? Do we need to come in there and find you? To Xerix.
So, it's an opening that we can crouch through or squeeze. Does that mean I can peek through it and see Geldloth?
Yeah. Yeah, it's only 10 feet, so you can see Geldloth, at least, like, his torso, legs up to his, midsection. But you recognize those purple legs anywhere.
Uh, so, uh, he will use his telepathy, which is a back and forth thing for a minute, but it doesn't say you have to see their face, it just has to see them, a creature I can see within 30 feet. And, he will just say, Yeah, I just got caught on a rock. It's no problem. Again, if I really need help, I'll let you know.
All right. And then I'll investigate the columns, I guess.
Sure. Go ahead and move forward if you want. I'll tell you when to stop.
I guess I don't know. Do I need to like move off to the side or up or what?
Yeah, up. Okay, you stop here, and you're looking at these columns, and you see what appears to be wires holding them together. These columns are pre-broken, but the they're like held by wires in place. There's obviously some kind of mechanism, and as you get closer, you look down, and you realize that where there was a stone walkway, there's one area that you have to go through this path. And there's kind of a uh, ever so slight uh, separation of the stones, and you realize that's a pressure plate.
Okay.
And I will go ahead and mark it for you.
It's already been. I would imagine it's already been triggered, or is it like.
That's for you to find out if you want. You can try and trigger it. Um, he touched it, but you see that the one of the columns is kind of shaking a little bit. as you look at the wires. The other one has not been triggered.
Okay.
Mm.
Which one has been? Which one is shaking?
This one was the one that was shaking that was triggered.
Okay. Can I see if there's two? Like, if I step over to the side, is there another pressure plate?
When you step on that side, you don't see another pressure plate, but you do notice that there appears to be another pressure plate next to this other side.
Oh, okay. Um,
You could walk through this area, but you will have to crouch
yeah.
if you wanted to go through here. Over here, you won't have to crouch as much. You're kind of a tall guy, aren't you?
Um, ish.
Yeah, you're 6'11". Yeah, these are really short for you. Like, Xerix is also tall. Like, these are 6 feet, so you would still have to duck.
Okay.
Xerix is tall, but he frequently has a
Crouching
hunch.
over. Yeah.
Yes.
So he didn't realize he had to duck because he's always just like crouched over. I'll go ahead and mark where the other pressure plate is. Boop. Yeah.
Well, Xerix is going to move forward, but slowly. Keep an eye out for things now that he knows there are traps down here. I don't know if that makes a difference at all, but he wants to continue up the steps.
Heck yeah, you do it, buddy. Anyone else want to follow?
Heck yeah, trigger those traps.
Um,
I gotta stay close enough for my fishy to be in there at least.
I don't think I'm done yet, am I?
What do you try? You're done with your god.
Oh, okay.
Were you wanting to investigate these crystals anymore, or try and figure out where the water source is coming from?
Well, I think somebody had mentioned maybe the body's blocking it, so that's kind of what I would want to investigate, but seeing that everybody is going off this direction, I would
Okay.
kind of follow them for now.
oh, I asked if it looked like the bodies were blocking the water, and she said,
And I
"I don't
responded
know."
with, "I don't know. Are they?"
And then we just kept walking.
And that was the end of that conversation. No rolls, no like digging through the corpses. Because that would suck, right? If the water source was under the bodies.
Yeah.
We'd be here for days.
Well, the bodies aren't going anywhere, like I said, so we can always come back to that.
True.
Yes.
Okay. Geldloth, you feel like if you hug this this crushed pillar, and you have to crawl on all fours, you could get through safely. And you feel that if you duck, you would be able to get through this area safely. You would still
Okay.
have that disadvantage to combat if that was ever the case, but yeah.
Okay. I'm just gonna wait for the other people to join us before we can
I'm gonna
move on.
come up and be like, what happened?
Oh, then
I was communing with my god to
I'll
see if we can cleanse the crystals.
and
We need to submerge them in water.
Oh.
So we need to keep an eye out for the source of the water. Perhaps it is behind the bodies, but it's
Yes.
hard to say.
When they come up, I'll tell them to watch out for the pressure plates, and have them go in first, I guess. I'll go in last.
Oh no, Kalas got huge.
Oh no! She won't fit.
Well, Kalas will go through. She'll like, I'll try this one.
How tall is this side?
6 feet.
Oh,
The
I will
other
go
side
through
is
this
like
side then,
3 feet.
because I'm less than 6 feet.
No traps triggered.
And
That's
so long as I continue to see Kalas being fine, I will follow in her footsteps.
We can see a door over here, right?
yes.
What do we see on this platform leading up?
At the top of the stairs, you see what is a large cavern. The ceilings here are like 20 feet high, with some areas being even bigger because of the natural structure of the cave. You see very tall pillars and a very elaborate stone carving uh, going all the way up to the cave ceiling. You see that there is some doors. There's a door here. You see some broken pillars. And Xerix, how far are you able to see?
60 feet with dark vision?
Okay. Yeah, you see that there's some broken pillars around. This place is large, echoey, damp, cold, and just has a strange smell.
Strange, like musty, strange, like humid.
Strange, like a mixture of musty, but also there is a sour smell to it. Like a very rancid smell. So what would you like to do?
It looked like there are several different directions to go. Do we have an idea of what we want to do, what we're looking for down here? We're just exploring.
Kalas speaks up. She's like, I thought we were down here to investigate the water, but there's no water, so I don't know where the water went. But there was obviously some kind of liquid that that campsite had drank from, right?
I mean, there is the crystal.
Did they know that this was down here underneath the well and that they still built a well up there?
Surely they can't have known.
But maybe it wasn't always a well.
What was it then?
Or maybe it wasn't always tainted.
Maybe it was like a mine shaft.
Who has mines on this island. These don't look like normal mines. They're very fancy, I guess, if they're mines.
Are there any like markings anywhere, like on the ground or on these walls or anything that like?
Yeah. Yeah, you
Um,
see all of the markings that are on the map. They're
do I
very
recognize any of them?
sure. Go ahead and roll a history for me. Anyone is
Boy.
welcome to roll a history. Well, Geldloth, in your wide many travels.
In my reading,
Remember all those books you read in Skyrim about the Dwemer?
Hmm.
It's like that. These appear to be Dwarven in design and architecture as you look at the floors. They are very elaborate. And you can tell that though dwarves don't really go for this style these days, this is quite
Sup-
old.
super gaudy.
It's during their Renaissance era.
Can I see this door? Can I like see if it's unlocked
Sure.
or see if I can see how to open it?
Yeah, what do you want to do?
Investigate it first for traps.
Oh, okay. Go ahead and roll an
Um,
investigation for me.
I lied.
Nice. You look at this door and you look at the handle and get real up close. And you see on the inside of the handle, let me draw you a picture.
Okay.
They're very big, long handles that are probably like, 3 feet long, just ridiculous in length.
3 feet long
Definitely,
handles?
Ostentatious.
like they're very long.
Are we talking like a door handle that like pivots, or like a door handle that's on the
No,
side?
like here's the door,
Like the one on the building I work.
and then there's just this very long handle
Okay.
like this, and they're double doors. But
You're drawing in
as
with
you look
shadows, by the way.
close, well, get better eyesight, eat more terrors. They're like this,
Okay.
just very long door handles. But as you look inside, you see a slight indentation on the inner side of the handle. Dwarven old doors, old dwarf doors, old dwarf doors. Yeah, dwarves like doors.
Okay. Do
And
I,
yeah, you see like just a slight little bloop doop. And then there's like these indentations along the handle.
Are these doors short for like dwarven sized doors? Or are they tall enough for all?
No, they're really tall. You won't have to duck or anything. These are like 9 feet tall.
Also, I guess asking character, so I I do notice that these look kind of dwarvish. Have we seen any dwarves on the island at all? I reckon we've seen a lot of elves and humans, but I don't remember a whole lot of dwarves. Maybe one.
no, like, I haven't seen any.
One of the rival party that was in the inn and then they were guarding the gates. I think there was one dwarf, but other than that, I don't think there was any. So who built this if this is dwarven architecture and long lost?
It is a bit out of style for dwarven architecture.
Copycats?
Xerix, Geldloth, and Ayre, I would like you guys to roll a history for me.
Now you're just playing with fire. Can't roll that good that many times in a row.
Well, thank God you have Xerix in this party. Uh,
The Master Doorman.
he knows a thing or two about dwarfs and dormans.
Dwarf doors.
Dwarf
He
dwarves.
knows those dwarf doors.
He knows the dormant history.
He does the dwarf doors. Xerix, you remember there was a book about something about dwarves, that you had found in the mansion. When you guys were sharing notes and loot and stuff that you discovered. Xerix adores dwarves.
Adorable.
You believe it was the burned book that you had found with the title of The History of the Moonshay Isles.
Do we have that in our handouts?
Burned book titled History of the Moonshay Isles. Oh, it's got a bunch of redacted stuff.
Indeed it do. But you can still read it.
Firbolgs, kidnapping, dwarves. Dwarves made an evil cauldron.
Who
And
got their blood on
animated
this?
the corpses.
Who got their blood on this page? It makes it hard to read.
That's how we found it.
The librarian is pissed.
So rude.
Animating corpses.
Do I have any idea what the notches on the back of the door handle mean?
Ooh,
So like a
probably.
trap? Like
Yeah, you can tell that this is some kind of a security system. Some kind
Alright.
of.
Don't put your
Trap.
fingers in it. They will stab you and make your hand bleed.
I'm gonna get the goblin out of my.
You pull a sleeping goblin out of your knapsack.
Old.
He's-
Old goblin.
Old goblin. You pull a sleeping old goblin out, and he's just gonna.
Be like,
there.
need you to open this door for me, sir.
What? What? You want what?
Oh, can you open this door?
Why?
It's made for goblins.
Where am I? What? This isn't a cave.
I brought
Where?
you home.
This is not my home.
I-
You can't help. I've been kidnapped. Oh.
You don't have any recollection of anything that happened. You share my memories.
What?
You just know that you appeared.
That's not how goblins work. That's kind of racist of you. You think you can just gaslight me? Like
Fine,
that?
if you want to leave, just go
Well,
out this
okay.
door.
I'll open this door if you give me money. I think that's fair.
I will
Like,
give you freedom.
if you want me to do
I will give
labor-
you. If you go through the door, I will give you freedom.
You're essentially keeping me as a slave.
No, I'm not. I'm releasing you. I just ask that you go through this door. Because we can't open it.
Why can't you? Did you try?
Yes. You see how tall I am?
Roll
It's
a-
made.
Deception for me. Okay. Well, you seem. I mean, you didn't kill me. I guess you're kind of honest. You just want me to open it? Like, do I need to pick it or something? Or
I don't think so. It doesn't look like there's a lock.
wait, you said you tried, like, but it wouldn't open.
Yeah,
It wouldn't open.
we tried to open it and it doesn't open. So, but it's not. It's a dwarven door, and you're the closest thing we have to a door.
I'm a goblin.
You're the
I'm a-
closest. You're the closest thing we have to a dwarf.
That seems kind of insulting. Okay.
I just. It's a
I'm
comment
gonna
on your
try and
stature.
open this door. All right.
All
But
right.
you're promised to let me go.
Yes.
But
you
I
are
don't
free.
even know where we are. Where's the exit?
We are underground. Several hundred feet.
Okay. Well, we were before too, weren't we? When I was in my cave, and then you guys showed up. Oh my
Yeah.
god!
And you said free me, and so we freed you.
What? Did
You were held. Yes.
You threw a net on me.
How do you know?
Sure.
You weren't there.
Then why am I with you? I'm so confused. I don't have time for that.
Fine. Here, have a platinum.
Okay, thank you. He goes to try and open the door. God. Why are you like this?
Don't worry, after this goblin is done, we won't have a goblin to test the traps on, so.
Didn't even ask for his name. Poor guy.
Is it bad that my alignment is lawful good?
Yes. I'm gonna need you to go down a level on this alignment. Shit. Oh no.
And he's dead.
Okay, we're gonna roll. Here we go. Oh no, you barely knew him. But he's like, he gleefully takes his platinum. He breathes on it, rubs it on his shirt, his crusty, dirty, filthy rag shirt. He puts it in somewhere. You assume maybe a pocket, but he's not wearing pants. And he goes to open the door, and then you see him start to convulse. And his shaking, and he is just like, and then he falls to the ground.
I check for a pulse.
He is not breathing. Let me say that.
Well, you
Is
you-
Is he downed? Can
someone
I
he-
heal him?
yeah, you should
If
probably
you
heal
want
him.
to.
You should probably heal him.
Do I need to bring out a goblin token? Is this your guys' first this old goblin?
I will heal him and just be like, well, that was a bit uncalled for.
What?
5.
Nice. Okay. He starts breathing and he's just like and he's still kind of convulsing a little bit, and he's like, I thought you guys said you tried to open it. That wasn't very fair. It's obviously trapped. What the hell is wrong with you? I'm just an old man.
Whether it poisoned or diseased, do you know from your conditions?
Jesus Christ. You're making him cough up a lung.
I'm so sorry. I thought I muted.
That was the most intense cough I think I've ever borne witness to.
The goblin is just kind of like still kind of convulsing. He's just kind of feeling, trying to get. He starts like stretching out his fingers
Just
to
like
get a feel of him.
stroke his head like he's a child.
He starts to like, his eyes get really big and water, and he kind of whimpers, and he's just like, it hurts so bad.
I'm sorry
It
for
was
putting
like, it was like my body was on fire, but everywhere, and I couldn't move. I couldn't let go.
I
couldn't
offer
let
him
go.
a piece of cheese.
Well, I'm incredibly sorry.
He happily takes it. He like immediately sits up, and he's not shaking anymore, and he just stuffs the whole cheese in his mouth.
Here's 4 more platinum. You can keep it. You get your freedom.
Are you just
we're not-
tossing it to him? He kind of looks very
No,
cautious.
I'll hand it to him.
Okay,
I'm not gonna
he
do anything
very
else.
cautiously approaches you and then just snatches it out of your hand and
I
puts it in
apologize.
his secret pockets.
Now, I want to be truthful. We're trying to figure out what's corrupt in this area. Be honest, it's been so many days. I don't know how many days it's been. I don't know where we got you from, or why you're in my rucksack. Genuinely don't know, or how you haven't woken up and tried to escape previously.
I mean, if we're being honest, I ate like all of your provisions in your sack. I
Oh.
think it's been a week. I don't know. I'm
Oh.
not very good at math,
All right.
but I definitely ate a lot of your food. And I'm not wearing pants. There's a reason for that.
Okay. Well, That's it's well,
But I
sure.
also don't know why you took me. Why? Okay.
I genuinely don't know.
Well,
But yeah,
that
we're
makes
just trying to figure out what's going on here, and I don't know. You dwell in caves. We're in a Dweller cave. You know, kind of goes hand in hand.
oh. Oh, is that what this is? So this is like there's no inhabitants or free real
Well,
estate?
do you consider undead mass piles of bodies inhabitants?
Ooh, so it comes with a full fridge.
Yeah, it was a comfy landing when we came in. Oh, here, yeah, I've been chewing on this. I'll give him the bone.
He starts chewing on it happily. Gotta crunch hard to get the good stuff inside.
Yeah, well, it's
Well, so I don't. Us goblins don't live very long, so I don't really know what a dwemer is. Uh,
oh,
you
you know,
called me a dwarf. I'm pretty sure that's just because I'm
I didn't
short,
know.
but all goblins are short, right?
I said you're similar stature to a dwarf.
That just means I'm short.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
I am short.
yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Now, Dwemer, they're like precursors to the dwarves, ancestors.
Oh,
So that's what this whole place is.
so really old dwarves.
Yeah, that's
We
why it's
think.
that's
So
why this
that
place
means
is
they're.
all
That
that's
could
why
mean
this
that
place
they're
is all
dead.
decrepit. You know, falling apart and dark and shit.
I thought they just let themselves go. Maybe they
Um,
found built a better place. So you can't get through this door, huh?
no, we can't.
Have you tried picking the lock?
I didn't see a lot.
Have you tried finding a lever?
Mm,
There's traps. That means that there's some sort of thing to do the thing. Back at home, me and Grummy, and Bertha, we'd, just for security reasons, because sometimes you have to deal with owlbears or the ones that would get too high on the stuff,
While
and then
he's
you'd have to
talking, I'm
put them
gonna
down.
say through telepathy to Xerix to see if he can find anything else around here that might open this door, or if he's got or or if he got lockpicking kit maybe for this door. See what we can find out what's behind it. And then, but the entire time I'll just be nodding and staring at the goblin as he talks.
The goblin's going on about a story, but then it's like eventually the story summarizes to like the goblin and his friends, like that was like a position, a full-time position in their cave system of just like, you know, setting up a trap and then it's triggered, having to reset it up, so that whoever triggered it again would have to deal with it again. But there was always some sort of mechanism further away, uh, when dealing with traps and those kinds of things.
Hmm.
So I have a question about the door handle. Uh,
Sure.
so what we see is a push style door. Like you push and it unlatches that way, and then you can go through it, right? Or
It is a pull. It's a pull door. It's not a push. It doesn't go both ways.
It only
okay,
swings one way.
I was just asking about the handle. So you have to pull the handle outward to open the door, right?
Yeah, like you need to pull on the handle to open the door.
When the
So
when the
there's some.
goblin, sorry,
Go ahead.
when the goblin tried to open it, did it stab him as soon as he touched it, or when he tried to pull?
When you tried to pull.
Okay. And do the notches go all the way up and down the inside?
Yes.
Okay.
So essentially, here's what the door looks like. Um, there is. Yeah. So
That
you
makes
don't
sense.
see a visible lock,
I'm sorry.
but
What?
it's a pull. It's a pull door. Um.
Where did you?
Oh, I drew it over where you can't see it. Because apparently I'm like that. Make fun one of the blind guy, am I right?
Sorry. Yeah. Okay.
There you go.
Am I able to like grab the bottom part of the door where like it goes into the door, like where the corner is, and
Xerix
pull
would like
from?
to pull out his common clothes so he can wrap it around the handle and then pull the clothes with the handle so he's not actually touching the handle
I
itself.
thought about that, or
Sure.
a hot dog, but
Roll
I didn't
a
have any hot dogs.
survival for me for just making sure you cover your hand nice and thick.
Well, no,
You gotta beat a 10.
he's
It's
gonna
not
wrap the he's putting the clothes through the handle and pulling on both sides of the clothes.
Oh. So, handle, and then wrapping the clothes around like this.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Right,
Um,
Alex?
Yes, like putting it through the single slot of the handle and then have it on either side and or maybe just like wrapping the clothes completely around the handle itself so you can like get a good grip because it's possible that the doors are so heavy that the clothes might rip. I can still roll survival if you really want to.
no, it's fine.
I will assist.
Okay. Done. And so I should be able to just click this, right? You wrap your clothes around each handle in like a pulley system, and you pull with all your might. And after some time, the two of you hear a and the door unlocks and opens.
So if I'm understanding a potion of poison, it's just a concoction to poison someone. Yeah, it doesn't actually.
I think so.
Or a
Okay.
refreshing drink for Xerix.
I'm just looking through all the weird trinkets in my bag. I have no idea where I got them from.
Xerix will enter the room.
Okay.
You know, I'll
You
follow.
enter this room, and as the pressure of opening the doors, it creates just this, what do you call it? Like vacuum of dust just coming out. And this room is just full of dusty items.
I'm gonna
There
prop the
are some
door open.
chests, a lot of crates. There's a lot of decaying wood piles in here. Yeah, you get
That's
the sense that this is some kind of a supply area.
There's some stuff in here, some chests, they might be locked. If you want to check out some of the other areas while I work my magic, you can. But I'm gonna take a pick at this stuff.
The goblin's
um.
going to come into the room as well.
We should probably make sure that these aren't gonna eat you. I've seen one of those before.
What? I thought that I've never had something so tantalizing want to eat me before.
And I know it's I don't remember what they're called, but they.
That's really depressing. Like I'm even more sad now than I was before.
I'm gonna take my quarterstaff and bonk the top of the. I'm gonna stand like here and with my reach bonk the top of the chest and see if it does anything.
How hard are you bonking it?
Um, like a 2 damage bonk.
It's automatic, right? You can tell how much damage you do just by hitting it.
Just like I don't know, just like a little bit harder than a nudge.
Okay.
Like if you were to like just go like.
Yeah, then that's the sound the chest makes.
All right. And I'd go over to the other one and do the same. Okay.
Sounds like a chest to me.
All right.
I mean, to you. Nothing suspicious with them.
All right.
Well, are you satisfied? Can I start looking
Yeah,
for...
go. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. He will investigate for traps first, and then try to open it, and then pick it if it's locked. In that
Roll
order.
me that investigation. Dang. Very good. You see
Non-natural.
a not a natural 20, but still fantastic. You see a very thin wire at the back of this trap. And it's embedded into the ground. Um I believe you just roll a sleight of hand to disarm this trap. You need to beat a 14.
Um,
Fantastic. You pull out. You have tools, right? You have thieves' tools.
Yes, I do.
Excellent. You pull out your thieves' tools, ready to pick this lock. See that there's a trap. You pull out your snippers and your tongs and all of your little devices, and you hear the satisfying tink, and the tripwire snaps in half. Does not trigger.
Okay, that's the first part. Next he's gonna see if it's locked.
It does not appear to be locked.
Well
Geldloth.
then, he will open it.
Okie dokie. Okay. Um, in this chest, you find there is a pound of silver bars. There's also 1 square yard of linen. There is a small wooden box that is full of expired spices. The age of them being in this has made them not very tasty or fresh. Um, there's also 1 pound of gold nuggets, and there is a pound of platinum nuggets. Nugget things or things like bars, but small. Not like big cartoony bars, but they're like small pocket sized bars. They're like about 4 inches in length and about half an inch in width.
Are you talking about bullion?
Is that what it is?
Like yeah, like bars, like kind of like credit card shaped, or like the. Is it raw ore, or is it like refined like?
It's refined, but it's like in small travel size, pocket size bars.
Yeah, they're bullion.
Bullion. Okay.
Not to be yes, not to be confused with um
We're
like
making
the
soup. It's
yes.
platinum soup and gold soup and silver soup.
And with
It's
obviously the spices.
decorative platinum leaf.
They were dwarves, right?
Yeah.
They ate this stuff. That's why there's spices in with the refined bars because they were eating the
Um,
platinum and gold.
so you would like grate it like Parmesan.
God. All right. Geldloth, are you doing anything?
I am helping by playing the lute.
The goblin is in here. He starts rummaging through these crates over here. He's just getting into all kinds of things. And he's just like, ooh, this is nice. And he picks up like some rusty nails. He picks up like a shovel and he's like, I'm gonna use this. And he puts it on his back. He finds some rope and ties it around.
Well, anything you find, you can keep.
Going to. I didn't need your permission.
I'm just saying
You're
we're
not
not
my
gonna.
dad.
I'm just saying we're not gonna take it from you.
Good. I can live here, right? Like,
I mean, if you want to, there's some like scary shit down here. Like the only reason we're down here is because some monster thing killed people and dragged them into the well. So
Is this the Ayre is looking at the one of the books.
Mhm.
And she's like, "Do you suppose this is this dark well that is in the book here?"
I mean, it's pretty dark down here. Is that the only description?
Well, no, it's capitalized in one word, dark well.
Oh,
That's the name.
the name is Darkwell.
Although it says
Yeah, I'll
someone
take it.
was slain and sunk to the bottom of it, so could be. I don't know.
Well,
It
there's
seems
definitely
corrupt
someone
enough.
slain at the bottom of this.
I actually added a D to bars, so I had 1 pound of silver bards.
They come with their own silver tongues.
I was just about to say that. You beat me to it.
I may be tired, but I'm not that tired.
You're never too tired for puns. So again,
Also
investigate,
mentions a white well.
investigate, and then open the chest if I can.
Sure. This chest seems to be a little more falling apart. There was a trap, but it has decayed. So you feel like it's no longer active. You are welcome to open the chest if you'd like.
As always,
Okie
How much is
dokie.
this? How much is a square yard of linen weigh?
A square yard of
Linen.
linen.
Yeah.
A square yard of linen is 5 gold.
All right.
So you got 5 gold
Oh.
worth of linen.
No, he said, "How much does it
That's
weigh?"
fine.
Oh, how much does it weigh? It's a pound or a square yard.
Okay.
It's like a pound, right?
Yeah. I have no idea, honestly.
Okay. So in the other chest, you find some copper bars. You find a brass ring. You find a pound of copper, is what it says. So I'm guessing that's those copper bars. You find the shriveled up, mummified corpse of a sheep. And you find just expired, turned to dust, like plants. Some of it looks like it was food at one point, but not anymore. It seems like just the elements and time has gotten the best of this chest. The goblin sees the sheep. He's like, "Can I have that? You gonna take that?"
Xerix will taste it just in case it's still got some food in it before giving it to the goblin.
It tastes horrific.
Mm. You go ahead. You can have it. I was gonna like just have it for food, but you've been eating a lot of bag stuff, so maybe some deep can hold you over for a little bit longer, in case we have some more dwarven doors for you to open.
I was gonna use it wool, but okay. Yeah, I can eat this if you're telling me to eat it.
I like your style.
I like your style too. You didn't tell me a lie and then make me hurt myself.
No, I'll hurt you before I lie to you.
I
Just so
didn't
you
make you
know.
hurt yourself.
At least you're honest and
You did.
upfront about it.
I mean, I feel like you were properly.
Compensated?
Yes.
Can't use the money if I'm dead. It's a good thing your friend brought me back.
Well, I had potions. I would have brought you back myself.
Okay. He takes the sheep and starts kind of gnawing the flesh, the dried flesh from the wool, and is making himself a little coat, a little sheep skin, as it were. So he looks like a sheep. Anything else you want to do in here? That's about it. It just seems like it was some kind of a supply room. There's just decayed remains of wood, coal. There's a box full of coal if you want some coal. There's like different colors and shards of glass.
I think we're done in here. Has any of the other party members looked around the rest of the hall?
I don't know. Did you guys want to look around?
Yeah. I guess I'll.
Ira will too. She'll put the book away. She was standing at the door while they were looking through stuff.
It probably would have
Now, the
taken some
bootiest.
time to unlock the first one and take inventory of it, so you're doing this while you're waiting, whatever.
I'm gonna keep my eye out for more traps as we go.
Okay. What's your perception? Passive
The
perception?
passive, 17.
Oh wait, no, we're not doing passive for traps. Go ahead and roll a perception for me.
Perception. 12.
Okay. Carry onward.
Can I see the edge of this? Is this a ledge or can I go that way?
Yeah.
Can we delete the door?
These are columns. And you look through.
Guys, there's some creepy statues over there.
Yeah.
Let's look at the statues.
Investigate statues. Vandalize statues.
I want to bring my fishy forward, and can I what do they look like?
As you get closer, these statues appear to be of some kind of stone man. They're statues, right? They look very detailed, almost lifelike, like they're carved out of marble. Very glossy.
Is this more bones?
Yes. As you get closer, you can smell a foul smell of dead and human remains, and there's more piles of bones.
Smells awful. I think we're on the right track. I will walk up and look at this one.
Okay.
There's some fancy ones down here, just so you know.
Do they look the same? Like, is it the same statue or they look like different people, I guess, if that makes sense?
These statues? The ones you're around?
Mm-hmm.
They all look the same.
Okay.
Can you tell what kind of? Yeah, are they human or are they like? Can you
They
tell, like,
are almost human. They're like very stocky humans, but they're about 6 feet in height.
Like tall dwarves.
Yeah.
they
They
look
all have these Roman like centurion head helmets. Um they all have a stone that they're holding pointed downward, and then they're holding a shield in the other arm like they were guarding something.
A stone?
sword. Are they all in the same position? Like, they all have the same stance, or
Yeah,
She said they looked the same.
they're
okay?
all the same and they're all facing the same direction.
Do they have an expression on their face?
It is an expression of calm reserve.
Okay.
I want to investigate this door.
Sure. How are you investigating? Are you roll investigating? Touching it?
No, I don't want to touch it. Not after what happened to the goblin.
Touch it, touch it, touch it.
Goblin's also chanting, touch it, touch it, touch it.
Are all the bodies really, really old, or some fresh
Ooh,
bodies?
fun
Yeah,
for
they
you
look
to ask.
mostly like skeletons.
Go ahead and roll a medicine for me. Or a history, whichever you prefer. Excellent medicine. Excellent medicine. Both of you can tell that these are very old remains. They appear to be a mix of different humanoid species. You see some short remains, some short skeleton remains, some that are human-like, some that seem very thin, like elves, some stocky skeletons that look like dwarves. And you also see some large skeletal structures that look like maybe a troll or a furbolg, or dwarves.
Okay. Um,
Dwarves and elves and dwarves and elves and furbolgs.
come up to the door and um, I'll look at the door handle, try to investigate it, I guess.
Okay, roll a perception for me.
Wait, what did my investigation of the door?
Oh, you rolled a 13.
Yes.
This is a very fancy door. You see that there is a large keyhole. Um, so you are under the assumption that it is possibly locked. You see that there is some kind of a mechanism that the key uses. This is not an easy door that you could pick or bust down. It looks like just out of game. It looks like a oh, you know the doors that they have at banks where they keep the money
Like a
safe?
vault door?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm.
So does it?
Geldloth with that oh, sorry, go ahead.
So what does it have? Like a handle, or does it have a big circular vault thing?
Yeah, it has a big circular vault thing. Let's see if I can show you the image. I had it. Maybe it was underneath. Um, doopy. The goblin's like kind of going through the skeletal remains, and he's just like, oh. Making these kinds of
Noises of mischief.
noises. Noises of up to no goodness. Handout. Image. Image.
Is this a wall or is this like the other? Is the other side of the?
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is an open field, but these yellow lines that you see in the ground, they're like a channel. That's in the ground, like a tiny canal,
Okay.
and they head to this point over here, to where they just lead off of a slide.
I was
I'll go
going
to.
to ask if that was a vat or if it's red carpet.
But down there,
Yeah, the two statues to the south, but I was waiting for door statistics to happen.
oh, gotta wait for them doors. This is a door dungeon. Door dungeon. Um, it looks solid to you, but very well, not shiny, but it looks solid. Not a vat of oozes.
It's jam. It's jello.
Yum. Well, door. And it can be seen by everybody. If it'll load. There we go.
That is a really good picture. Like, you made this in a 3D program.
I didn't make this. Someone else made this. But it was weird that they kept this image like they expected people to ask about the door.
People, wait, it's open?
It's not open. The door is that circular glowy spot. It's
Oh,
like a
okay.
vault door.
I see.
Well, they got their wish. We were asking about it.
This must be the like collapsed place that we saw.
Okay, Geldloth, with your perception, you're not seeing anything that really comes out as abnormal for this. What this looks like.
My perception was for the door.
Yes.
Okay.
It as far as you can tell, it doesn't look trapped.
All right.
It's also a very unusual looking door. I don't know if you've ever seen anything like this before. It looks very fancy.
So, should we look at the door or should we check out just jam?
Just God moving the earth, you know.
I don't think that
Earthquake!
looks like jam.
Hashtag God problems.
Oh, okay, so, I guess, if you want to go try and open the door, I'm gonna go check out this jam.
Well, did you move the whole thing?
I had accidentally. It had shifted, but now it's back to normal. So when you're looking over this ledge, down below, you see a large stone circular pillar, or not pillar, platform. And on top of it are two very tall statues. They have their backs facing towards you.
I guess
Okay.
that means we need to go at the opposite end and look at their faces.
Yeah, or figure out a way to fill the channel. Maybe.
Xerix
Okay.
will do just that and go to the south of them and look north.
Okay. Xerix, you as you turn the stairway, you are looking at the statues, and you see that there's something wrong with their faces. Um, Whereas the statues themselves are carved very elaborately and beautifully, um, very picturesque. The faces seem misshapen and deformed. Um, you see that there are multiple eyes um, on these statues, and they're different sizes. And you see that there are teeth popping out of the cheeks of these statues. Um, they don't look right.
Are they Were they carved in this way, or did it happen, like, did this misshapen happen after the carving happened?
Not sure.
Well, then, I guess I'm just gonna have to roll.
Yeah. You can roll and what could you roll for that? History, art, nature, maybe to do like a geology.
Probably. Oh, who knows?
So the way that these are um carved, you can tell that the stone appears to be the same age as the rest of the statue. So the face, it's not that it was misshapen at a later date, which would reveal newer stone. You get the feeling that they have the same coloration, so therefore these were carved in this manner with this misshapenness.
And I guess with the kind of lower history roll, um, can I tell that these might be some form of idols that they looked after, gods, kings, anything of that sort?
You get the sense that these seem to be of almost a mishmash between Dorf and Verbolg, but not right. You see elements as you look more into the face. You see elements of a, you know, primal creature blended with that of a dwarven creature. They seem to be dwarven in body, but they're just small things that you notice that aren't right.
And from this angle, can we see what they're standing on?
You can tell that they're standing on a platform. Um, it's a dark stone platform. Um,
How high off the ground is it?
it's about 4 feet tall. And in the middle is a uh bloodstone, a massive bloodstone.
Uh, do we know what bloodstone means?
Bloodstone. It's a type of rock.
Xerix and player does not know what bloodstone is. So I guess no, I don't know what that is.
I guess not.
Can anyone tell what this is? I really have no idea. I would think they sacrifice people, but like there's no liquid, so where does the sacrificial stuff
There are
go?
these channels on the ground.
Yes, but again, channels require a liquid, usually. I mean, even if it's stone, it would have to be a liquid stone, right? Or am I thinking too hard into this?
I don't think it was stone.
Well, what they're Xerix will go up and touch the bloodstone because he doesn't know what it is. So, hey, it's a rock. Gotta touch it. And he will like pat it and say, "Well, the stone came here somehow. I mean, was it built on this, or if the channels were leading to here, there's no well of liquid that was here. I mean, I can't see any remnants of what liquid was."
Can I tell what's going on, like, right here? Does it look like the channel goes into the ground?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna look at.
Oh my
So
goodness, I think I see something.
No,
it's the
nothing's
ocean.
there.
That's where they're hiding all the water.
You saw nothing.
Pay no
Oh
it.
god damn it! Why is Roll20 hate me?
Pay no attention to the stone.
Oh, it's getting worse. Stop. Oh no! Why can't I fix it? It's like, oh god.
Is it on the map layer? Or is it?
No, it was grouped, but for some reason it is like shifting. Never mind what you saw. You saw nothing.
So you should take it off of the token layer so you don't accidentally mess with it. Keep it on the map layer or something.
There, can you still see it on the map layer?
Yes. Yes, that
Okay.
is what the map layer is for. So you can see everything, but when you're moving tokens around, it doesn't get caught up into the whole thing.
For some reason, when I'm on the map layer, I can't see anything. Oh, there. Okay, there we go. My computer hates me because I keep misclicking, and for whatever reason, it's like, I don't know, it's being weird. But, anyways, this channel, turns into a slide, a chute, and there is a little slit in the ground, that it seems to direct towards. This little slit is like, ooh, it's not very big. It seems like it would fit some kind of liquid, but it wouldn't fit solids.
Ira, can you check out your ring thing? This seems important. Maybe you should use that to look at the stone. Something about the stone makes me think that there's something behind it. Not behind it literally, but behind it metaphorically, in the sense that that it was put here for a reason.
I mean, unless there's an illusion, it wouldn't be much help.
Well, you were checking out the crystals before, right? And you got a good sense from that.
Well, that was from my divine sense.
Well, can you do that again?
Sure, I cast divine sense again. And I look around this chamber. What just happened?
I don't know what did happen.
All my, like, fog of war stuff is gone. Of, like, the places that we've been. There it is.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening. Roll20 is like registering misclicks, and it's like got I have a weird icon on that isn't correct.
Hmm.
So it keeps thinking I'm selecting the map, and I'm not. And the map is on the map layer, so therefore I shouldn't be able to use it.
Yeah. Well, it's back now.
Yeah. Okay. So you are with your divine sense, you're kind of getting the same thing of just not great vibes, you know? But nothing out of the divine is popping out at you. Like nothing out of that sense. Like there's no you're not getting any sense of fiends or celestials or undead.
No, there doesn't really seem to be anything uh, odd or particularly good or bad about the statues or the rock or any of this.
Uh,
How would you like to proceed?
uh, good old fashioned rolls, since we're so good at that.
Have you explored everywhere?
No, but I
Uh,
mean,
no.
taking one challenge at a time. But maybe since we had an earthquake and some stuff happened with the stone in front of us, maybe we should investigate other areas.
Get the water back in the well.
That's right. The water needs to get back in the well. Gotta wash those bodies away. That's a biohazard.
Door time, I guess, since that leads to good stuff.
I mean, it seems really fancy. Like,
And we
it would be hard to get into.
but this area just passed it over here.
Where is
One
it?
does not simply walk into
Oh,
Mordorth.
Hmm.
Lithius. Yeah, you see stairs heading up, and yeah,
Looks like the stairs down are blocked. Viewing angle is weird, but there's something on the left over here. Is that a door?
it is. It is an open door.
Hurrah!
I'd like to peek inside.
Do it. As you enter this room, you see the rusted remains of massive anvils. You see uh, hammers that have rusted away, their handles rotted away on the walls. It's a bunch of smithing supplies. None of it usable at this time, especially with this anvil being crushed.
Hmm. Well, that's cool. Not useful.
And you see another entranceway down here. Or no, you don't. Excuse me, you don't.
I was gonna say I don't see it, but okay. And if we peek up the stairs,
Yeah, you can get up the stairs.
sorry, my push to talk button on Roll20 also counts as a mouse click, so
Yeah, right.
it's hard.
In this room, you see a lot of pieces of ore, massive stone, massive chunks of iron, and different minerals. And you see what appears to be, I mean, it looks like a giant oven to you.
So it looks like this might be where they refine the ores.
Go ahead and roll an investigation for me since you're in there. You gotta beat a 16. Well,
There's rocks. I like the
there's
rocks.
there's rocks. There's a lot of ash and grime.
Yeah, my specialty's the water, not rocks.
Very dirty.
Yeah, Ira, you're in this room. You're welcome to roll an investigation if you like.
Sure. Well, investigate.
It's very dirty. Xerix, Geldloth, you guys are welcome to investigate when you explore this room. Very good. Geldloth, can you beat a 16? He cannot. So Xerix, you see everyone kind of investigating and just kind of like, there's not much. It's rocks, it's ore, whatever. And you get to near the smelter over here, and you find something interesting, something that looks clean and shiny. It's very small, but it catches your eye in all of the grime and debris. And uh, you find an ore, like a ore block, ore bar of mithril.
About how big?
I would say it's probably like a pound.
Okay. Um, that's the only thing in here? Like, um, no indication of how it got here or what placed it here or if it was smelted in here or something. Because everything else looks pretty run down except for this one thing.
Mhm. Yeah. It's you can't tell if it was smelted here, or if it was just on reserve, used for something and it just never got used. But it seems to glimmer in this place of filth and decay. It also feels very light when you pick it up. So a pound, I imagine, is like a lot of mithril. I'm thinking it's probably like the size of a cedar brick, a cement block.
Okay. We've been like looking at rocks a lot lately. Is there anyone who's been taking a special interest in rocks? Because I don't think Xerix really knows about them.
You don't want to hit him with your ship. That's what I know.
Hmm. Yeah, rocks are pretty good about destroying ships.
So no one.
Not really.
Sure.
Gem. Then he will show it to pretty much the only one person he knows has any kind of history with stones or gems or that kind of thing. And he will ask Geldloth, so if it's any kind of looks like mithril, it's pretty light for its size. Why do you think this specifically is here?
um, okay. I was gonna say it's probably because they mined it, just like the platinum. But I don't know much about this place, so I don't know if this is a place where they should be mining for mithril.
Well, we've seen that the valuable minerals, gold, silver, platinum, but this is the first instance of mithril, and it wasn't hidden in one of the chests or crates in the storage room. It was just here in the open.
Hmm.
Well, he will put it in the bag of holding since it's pretty bulky.
Okay. Sounds fair to me. And I think your discussion sounds about right. History wise, nature wise. Um, you don't know if there's mithril on this in these lands. Like you don't know if they were able to mine for that. Um, you know that mithril is used for armor and to make light weapons. Um, because it's very light, but still pretty sturdy. Um, yeah.
On to the next room.
Ira, are you investigating anything?
Um, I was just heading back over this way because there's didn't seem like anywhere else to go over there. So I was heading back over to see what was in this
Were you
hallway or
using
whatever.
your did you ever go into the anvil room?
Yeah.
Did you have your eye thing going? It feels
Um
like it's been more than 10 minutes, so I wasn't sure if you were going to use another charge.
yeah, I may as well use another charge.
Okay. Um if you were in this room, you would have seen something.
Because there's a lot of like ruins and weird stuff. Weird old stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I would also look at the door and the this thing down here with it.
Okay. For this thing down here, you don't see anything out of the there's no illusion spell that's being cast on it. For the door, same thing. You do see glowing red lights coming from amongst these piles of bodies when you're using your sight.
Mm, what does that tell me? Because I don't have the like true sight definition on here.
You know that you've seen several items that have had a color. Whether it was a rock or an orb or a pendant. Um,
Well, if I didn't get any bad vibes from this direction when I cast the other spell, I would just kind of like poke around a little to see what was glowing in here.
okay. The goblin is also like kind of just rummaging through these remains. And go ahead and roll a. Well, no, because you're using the sight, so you reach into the pile of bones and pull out one of these glowing objects. Um, you find a pendant that looks very familiar. Go ahead and show it to you.
Dun dun dun. Hey, we have one of those.
Yo. There seems to be a lot of these amongst these pile of bones.
Hmm.
They also seem very old and soft to the touch, a little bloated from all of the moisture.
The corpses or the medallions?
The medallions.
So I thought
The
they were
corpses are
okay.
just bones.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Sorry, I was just slightly confused at first. Okay.
No worries.
Yes, then I will head over to both of these rooms.
Okay. So,
Play I Spy with my little true sight eye.
can you see it by chance?
Let me zoom in. Hang
It's over here.
on. Aha!
Um, when you're using your eye of true sight, you look down the hall and you see the glowing outline of what looks like a door.
I try to open the door. It is locked.
Locked.
Do I see a keyhole or some sort of like lever button thing?
You don't see a keyhole, but you do see a tiny hole at the well, it's about like 3 feet high on the door. This door is about what I say, they were 9 feet tall, but 3 feet down from the floor. So floor, then 3 feet up on the door. There's a little hole.
Hmm.
And if you look through that hole, I will tell you what you see.
A knife popping out to stab you in the eye.
A finger poking you.
Hyra cautiously leans over and looks into the hole.
Inside this hole, you can tell that this is a very dark room. But with your true sight, you are able to see in the darkness. And you see 3 levers on the far side of the wall. In the middle of the floor is what looks like some kind of pressure plate, but it has runes on it.
Hmm. Perhaps this is the key to getting the water started again. How to get in?
Was there another place that you might have seen that similar image? It's essentially like a square. So it has the same kind of color as the channels, that rusty orange. But
Mhm.
it's a solid, it's just a square with that orangey color.
Oh yeah. There was one in the storage room, right?
Mhm.
Go back to the storage room. Yeah.
You still have your eye thing, right?
Yeah. I look at this square and see if it has funny runes. Oh,
It does when you're looking at
another
this.
door.
You look at the square and at the edge of the square, you see a magic door.
Step into the square.
You step into the square. And you hear a voice that says, "Entry to the gate hall. What is password?"
Do I know the language that was on the runes on the square?
Do you know Dwarven?
Probably not. No.
You do not know the language of the runes.
Hmm. And we haven't really seen any, like, writing in here, right? Aside from the runes that I saw.
Not in this room, no. Not in the other rooms that you've seen so far.
Okay, well, maybe we'll continue looking.
The voice in your head says, after some time, like after 15 seconds, it says, password not entered. Gate denied. And then the door seems to fade away.
I opened this door.
You open this door. In this door, you see two anvils that seem to be in very good condition. Even some of the tools in this room seem to be usable still, despite how old they are. And on the walls, you see a mural. And in this mural, you see familiar images of that stone statue of you and your sister and that giant creature. And you see what looks like different humanoid races bowing down to those three figures. You see another depiction on another mural of just a city that looks like it's on fire. You see a depiction of, it looks like dwarves hammering away on something and a pile of bodies behind them. You see an image of some kind of squid creature coming from the oceans, smashing the seas, smashing the ships. Um, there's just all these different depictions of things that have happened, um, things that you never knew happened. Um, and then you see in the image on this wall over here uh, your sister's figurine, that statue that's supposed to depict her. And you see you holding her. She's bleeding out, and there is a storm raging, and a giant eyeball is coming through the sky.
Does just she see this through the lens, or do
No,
the three of
you
us?
all see these murals. These murals carved on these walls. Um, they seem to be telling of the past, of the present, of the future. Um, on one of the anvils, there is a carving that seems to have just uh, mad ravings of someone. If anyone can read Dwarven, they'll be able to read it.
Can anyone read this writing?
I cannot.
These anvils don't seem quite as in disrepair as the others. Which, combined with the bodies outside, seems to match up with this mural over here. And she just kind of vaguely gestures toward wherever that one is.
Doesn't seem like any of you can read Dwarven.
How fortunate.
How unfortunate. I think Kalas can.
How a
I feel like
language
that's a thing Kalas can do. Don't know. I didn't add it to a character.
Can I call out to the goblin bro?
Sure. What do you say?
Should we get his name?
Nobody asked for his name.
Is he still out in the middle?
Yeah. You hear just like, happy noises and noises, just bones cracking.
Excuse me.
Eh.
Mr. Goblin, sir. What
Oh.
is your name?
Oh.
Did we get
Well,
your name?
I don't think you did. How rude.
My
name
apologies.
is. Hold on here. I have a name. I definitely have a name. And it's a name. Let me tell you. My name is Halfo. Pleasure to meet you. What's your name?
I am Ayra. Halfo?
Yes.
Is that what you said? Okay.
That's my name. Halfo.
Halfo, do you by any chance read Dwarven?
Maybe? I don't know. I'd have to see it.
Would you like to come find out?
What do I get for it?
The satisfaction of solving a mystery.
I mean, I can't eat that. That's not gonna,
I hold up
put
the
food in my
pendant. I mean, I can help you find all of these. And I reach in the pile where there's one glowing and hold another one up.
They're glowing?
Well, if I look through my thing, they glow, right?
Yes.
That's how I could see them. So I was just saying that I could
I
help
see.
him find more, and then I look through the stone and I pick one up and show.
Okay. Let's see what he says. He's just gonna be like, I don't really want those. I don't think those are worth anything. They seem kind of old, weird, give bad vibes.
So what
But
kind of things do you want? I have more cheese.
yeah, okay, I'll do it for more cheese. That sounds
Okay.
good.
I pull out
Follow you
another
along.
thing of cheese and I will give him half, and I'll tell him he gets half after he.
He immediately eats it. Just one bite.
And I
Follows you into the room and he's just like, oh. Oh, that's what this is. This is Dwarven? Yeah, I think I can read this. Alright, so it says, it's boring, something about a war, great war, siege, kidnapped, stupid, boring. Ooh, creating things. Money, no, lame. Ooh, weapons, that's cool. They were making weapons. That's pretty neat. Something's wrong with the smelter. Something's wrong with the source. Don't know. That might be a translation error. Uh, okay. So it goes on about here. He starts talking about like his emotions and his dreams. Seems like he was having lots of nightmares. I'm assuming it's he. I don't. Dwarves are always he's, right? They're the ones with the beards.
I mean, I
Yeah, it's
think
kind
they
of normal
have beards
parts.
regardless.
Yeah. So they always identify as men. Dudes.
That's not
Uh.
necessarily true.
Okay. Well, so he's going on about his dreams. Keeps dreaming about being on the ocean. Keeps dreaming about drowning. Dwarves, I guess, can't swim. That's interesting. Didn't know that. That's a fun fact. Uh,
Hmm.
hmm. There's like a password here. I guess they like something had happened where they were preparing for a big fight, and they had beefed up security because they believed the fight was going to happen here. I guess maybe that's what all those bodies were, huh? Interesting.
That could be, but then why are there no dwarves?
Why are there no dwarves? There's no dwarves. What happened to the dwarves? There's no.
They are hiding in this passworded.
Oh, password. Okay, let me see. Security is beefed up. She's worried about the final battle.
While he's looking, you should just be like slowly breaking off the cheese and handing him a little bits at a time.
He's just, yeah, he's just, like
Yeah.
feeding more information to you the more cheese he gets. You're
Mhm.
just like, good. Okay. Looks. Interesting. I guess they were like at war with like the furbolgs. Um, that's
Oh
pretty
yes,
crazy.
like in the book.
Yes.
That was a long time ago.
Um,
Ira pulls the book out again.
huh.
Yes, see, it says here they made a magical sword.
Ooh, swords. You think it's here?
No, it says they used it to kill somebody called a devourer.
Oh. Well, that's interesting. Devourer.
Mm-hmm.
Devours.
Ominous.
Yes. Sounds big. Glad it's dead. It says the password is Alamtine? Alamtine? Alamtini? Try one of those. Alamtine, Alamtine, Alamtini. Try those might one of those I'm sure will work.
Help, I'm teeny.
Help, I'm teeny. They were dwarves. That was their problem.
um, after handing him all the cheese and getting whatever information she can out of him from the writing, she'll also pull out one of the oranges that she has in her bag. Like, you look like you could use some vitamin C.
Oh, I don't know what that is, but it sounds delicious.
Yes. Keeps you living a long time.
He just gobbles it up, the whole orange. It's sweet,
Juicy.
juicy. Got more food? I'll do more things for you for more food.
I mean, I don't
Or money. I like money too.
have more
Great.
things at the moment, but if I think of something, I will let you know.
He kind of looks a little like, oh, shucks, dang it. He kicks the ground a little bit. And he's like, well, I'm going to go back to that pile. That was pretty fun in there. There's good stuff in that pile.
Okay. Have fun with that.
Runs off. He's finding so many daggers.
I'm gonna go and investigate this room.
Okay. This appears to be another smelter, kind of room. Go ahead and roll an investigation for me.
But he said there was something wrong with the smelter. And we have less cheese. Where'd the cheese go? Okay. Investigation.
Nice.
Not bad. Not bad.
In this room, you find not full things, but you find uh slivers, pieces, broken bits of some kind of armor. You find like chain links that are half melted. You find um, bits and knots of what was once hot iron, but dripped onto the floor, made a splash mark there. It seems like there was something wrong with this smelter. Or maybe something right. Who knows? But with that, I think we'll end it here since it's 11.
What's my password?
Write down your password.
I gotta try it.
Oh, you want to go try it?
I gotta try it.
Okay. Got your Eye of Seeing?
Yep.
Okay.
I step in the square.
You hear the same voice call out to you. Password.
Ira will like whisper under her breath. Adamantine.
Adamantine is what you said?
Yeah. Because he seemed very unsure, and adamantine is another type of like armor material.
Password denied. Incorrect password was input. Security measures activated. And you all hear a and Kalas says, guys, what did you do?
Dun dun dun.
Fun. And we'll end it there with an initiative roll.
Now that's an ending.
Oh my god.
Guys, roll. I need the initiative. There we go.
Can I redo that?
You have an inspiration?
Yes. I wasn't sure if it worked on that. Much better.
Very good.